What's up, everybody? It's your boy the Shirt Man here, and I'm back with another one. Today we're going to answer the burning question, the question that I see online all the time, and the source of everybody's dismay: how to embroider everybody's favorite cap. That's right, the dreaded Richardson 112. So if you want to see the secret, stay tuned. Here we go. Alright, y'all, so what's the deal with Richardson 112s? Some people love them, some people hate them, but I see a lot of people on the forums and on social media and stuff like that bashing Richardson hats, man. Like a lot of people don't like to embroider on them. And why is that? Well, it's because they are notoriously hard, man. The seam, right? They're very high quality hat. I mean, they're very, very nice hats. I love them. I mean, customers love them. It's definitely one of the most popular hats that you can customize for your customers. But people hate them because of this seam right here. The seam is very hard, very dense. It's a very good quality put together hat, but in the same respect, they're hard to embroider because of that seam. That middle seam right there is really hard, and it's notorious for bending and breaking needles, breaking threads, bobbins, things like that. It can be a little hard on your machine to embroider these hats. So what's the secret to embroidering on these hats, man? What is the secret to the Richardson 112? Well, the secret to the Richardson 112, or what has worked for me and many others when embroidering these hats, is this: a steamer. You got to steam them, man. You gotta really steam the front of this hat. You got to put some hot steam on it to loosen up those fibers, to loosen up that seam, and soften it up a little bit before you embroider it. Because with the hard seam on the front and the hard structure on the front of the hat, there's also a lot of inflection on this hat too. A lot of rebound when your needle comes down and goes back up. There's a lot of rebound on this hat because it's structured so tightly. So you really got to hoop it. You got to hoop it good. You got to hoop it good and tight. You got to make sure it's on your machine good and tight. And once you hoop it, then you gotta steam it. When you steam this hat, and then you put it on your machine, you hit go on the machine, and it seems to work a lot better for these hats. So now that we've revealed the secret to embroidering on Richardson 112s, let's go to the machine. Let's hook one up and see what happens to the machine. Alright, so I got my hat all hooped up here, and I don't know if you can, let me see if I can see. There's a lot of, when the needle comes down on that, there's going to be a lot of rebound on that hat, man. So it's going to be kind of prone to break threads, bobbins, and possibly a needle or two. But the trick is, man, you got to steam it. I keep my presser foot up to about 5 clicks. My active feed on my Melco is at about 12, and I'm running this at about 900 stitches per minute. I'm also using a 8012 sharp needle. You can also use a 7511 sharp, but you always want to use a sharp needle for these hats to really get the penetration through that structure on the front of this hat. So, all right, let's go to the machine. All right, here's my steamer, man. I'm gonna get this thing steamed up right on that front seam. Doesn't take a whole lot. You just got to get some warm water, warm steam on that thing. Right over that seam. I try to keep my fingers back here on the back side, so I can start to feel kind of when that steam starts coming through, starts penetrating that seam on that hat. All right, that's good. Only takes a couple seconds or so. And I'm gonna slap it on the machine. Let's go. So there you have it. One fresh Richardson 112 for humans, plumbing, and HVAC. So get yourself a steamer to help with these hats. Makes the job a whole lot easier, man. So there you go. I answered the burning question. What's the trick to embroidering Richardson 112 hats? So if you liked the video, give me a like, give me a share, give me a subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can see when my new content drops. Until next time, I appreciate y'all watching. Sharpen out. Gone. you.